those doors. Be sure you hear us. No need to fear us. Just know when we say every single day, Black Lives Matter. Black lives truly matter. Black lives truly matter.
Hi, this is Babz Rawls-Ivy.
I didn't shoot the sheriff, but the sheriff shot at me.
WNHLP 103.5 FM, streaming live at newhavenindependent.org.
Systematic racism. I don't care if you wear blue.
Welcome back to the second hour of LoveBabz, LoveTalk. I'm Babz Rawls-Ivy. It's Friday, y'all. We out here. We are out here. I hope everybody's well. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good. Hungry. I would like some fancy breakfast this morning, but I don't know if I'll have time to get some fancy breakfast. So maybe it might be fancy lunch. We'll see. I got 50 million things to do, 50 million places to go. And I got to get it on and pop in. And that's the way of the world, people. I was talking about day drinking. So apparently Jamie Lee Curtis is on the bandwagon. I'ma join her. Like, you know what, Jamie Lee Curtis, you are damn right. Day concerts. Let's make that a thing. We could do day parties. We could do day concerts. Let me tell you something. It'll be worth your while, promoters. All you promoters out there, get one. All you need is one. Listen, I had to put on my promoter hat and just bring a concert in the daytime. Like, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. I have an idea, too. I have a good idea. Try to make it happen. We'll see. Anyway, we out here. Let's see, what have I been I watched a little bit of I think I watched a little bit of Grey's Anatomy and what else did I watch? Organized Crime, HGTV. I watched that last night. Grey's Anatomy is still going strong. And I had stopped watching them for a good while. And then I just came back around to it. I don't know what made me. Maybe there was a particular subject matter and it brought me back around. But I started watching it again. I don't think I'm consistently watching it, but I'm watching it more times than I have ever watched. Particularly on a Thursday night when I'm around. So I met a wonderful young sister yesterday, who I'm in conversation with in a couple of weeks. Janet, Afro-Latina. She's a Honduran, raised in Harlem. Wrote this wonderful book. She's a professor over at UNH. And she wrote a book about Black women, invisible, who, mothers, incarcerated mothers. And so I'm having a salon conversation with her at Possible Futures on the 19th something. Yeah, on the 19th when I get back. And I'm looking forward to it. I enjoyed talking to her yesterday. And very interesting woman. And she is not from the incarceration world. I think she teaches like Black studies, but she grew up with friends whose parents were in and out of prison. Professor Janet Garcia Hallett, and Invisible Mothers, Unseen Yet Hypervisible After Incarceration. So I'm looking forward to the conversation. I'm very much looking forward to the conversation because I think it'll be good. And you never get to have conversations about this particular segment of the carceral system. So I'm very, and then she's gonna be a guest on the show too. So she's gonna be shortly after that, she'll be a guest on the show. And then my upcoming guests, I have Dwayne Betts and Pattis Kafar coming on to talk about that wonderful book that they've got out, Redaction. If you've not seen it, you must see it. It is a work of art. It's a book that you put on your coffee table. It really is. It's thought provoking too. And I understand from them, they want you to tear the book up and hang it. I was like, you ain't gonna say nothing to no black people about tearing out no books and hanging nothing. Like that's just not gonna be what's gonna happen. Brothers, I understand the sentiment. But you pay $100 for a book, you ain't tearing out a damn thing. I just know. But I'm looking forward to having them in April. So I got some folks coming. We gotta do some conversing up in this piece. We gotta do some conversing and then and figure out ways to sort of do other things on the show too. Because it's time. It's just that, my plate is always full with so many things. And not that this is secondary, this is primary. But coordinating stuff is challenging, you know. It's quite challenging. So we'll figure it out. But maybe there's some things that I'd like to do. So there's some things that I like to do. So I'm gonna take some time to think about that while I'm at Storytellers Week, because I'll have some time to do that. That's the whole point of Storytellers Week, is to, to be centered in your story, but to take some time to rest and cool your brain a little bit. It's not a heavy lift, but it's a wonderful opportunity for people to be in spaces with one another, and to really start wrestling with some things. And wrestle, I don't mean like just get all crazy, but just gently think about, dream about what else you'd like to be doing in this wondrous, amazing life. So Ife and I both applied to the Sea Salted Honey Senegal retreat. I don't think we got in because we didn't heard anything. I think they were only going to respond to people. Now I can't speak for her. I can only speak for myself. I didn't get in because I hadn't heard anything. So, and I dare say, if you don't hear anything, you ain't in, because I think they were letting people know by the 3rd. Here it is the 10th. So if I didn't hear anything, I know. But I'm gonna try again next year, because I love the concept of this so much, and I know the young sister who's running it, and she sent me some other information about another opportunity to write something, you know, um, later, which when it gives you a long date, that date will be here before you know it. You'll be like, oh shoot. But anyway, so yeah, so I dare say I don't think I got in because I hadn't heard anything, and I would have heard something by now. So no, so I won't have residency in Senegal for 3 weeks. But I wanted to. Let me tell you, I was hot to do it. I really was. I was hot to do it. And I wanted to do it. That's all right. I can't get everything you want. Well, not listen, the chances come back around. So I'll just keep stay on the website, look for other opportunities for it to come back around. That's all. Listen, I my feelings are not hurt. This is not a feelings thing. This is an opportunity, and stay focused on the opportunity. So if it comes back around, I'm gonna jump on it. Jump on it. Jump on it. So that's all I'm saying, people. That's what I'm looking at. So oh, so much. So much. So much. It is Sisterhood Month too. Happy Sisterhood Month. Particularly to my sorors of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. And especially to the New Haven alumni chapter, who have a host of women that I just adore. So if some of y'all are listening, happy Sisterhood Month. Happy to be in the number. Happy to be amongst your ranks. Truly am. Truly am. Truly. So let's see what else is going on. Yeah, so I'm trying to think about lunch. How much of my life is around food? I don't really know what that says about me. I have no idea. But I'm excited. Oh, and let me tell you something. Another opportunity that's coming up. That Shah and Juanita and let me pull it up because I don't want to miss. I don't want to miss this opportunity to talk about this. Ah, where is it? They sent they sent a thing and I sent it out. Maybe I gotta go look at it. Uh Shah, Juanita, and the other sister. What is her name? I mean, anyway, they are doing poetry, music, and open mic February, March 31st at Concat at the Orchid Cafe. I believe it's in the Orchid Cafe. And they're gonna be doing poetry. They're featuring Sun Queen and Yex Diaz, who I just adore. I adore Sun Queen too, and Yex. So I'm excited. And Finn. So it's gonna be music and poetry. It's gonna be badass. And I'm so excited for this. I love this kind of stuff. So doors open 6:30, February, March 31st. There are tickets for sale. So it's a Poetic Soul. And I want people to go. So I'm gonna put it up. I'm gonna see if I could get a hold of them on God knows. I don't know if I have any time. Going away next week takes a whole week out of the month. And then when I come back, I've got Collective Consciousness because they've got barbecue coming up to play. They got that coming up, and I'm excited because they're back to doing what they do best. And I'm looking forward to that. I've got the Black Vets are coming up. That's coming up to next when I come back. Let's see. I've got Anru is back. Yay. And I got Ryan Rooks, who is the aquatic director for LEAP. Sister, tall sister. So she's gonna be talking about swim. And not just for kids, adult swim. Black folks, get your asses in the pool and learn how to swim. Seriously. Come on. And LEAP is a good place to learn. I kind of wish they would have put a pool at the Q house, but I know insurance money, all that would have just been a pain. But can you imagine if they had a pool at the Q house? Then they could have had all kinds of aerobics and swim stuff and swim lessons and I just wish that we could have had a pool. I just wish. That's all. It's just wishing. I get to wish. So I just wish we could have had a whole pool. But we don't. But there's, but the city, I will say this though. New Haven has pools all over the place. We have pools. There's one at Hill House. There's one at Fairhaven. I don't know where the other pools are. Where are the other pools? I mean, there's a pool at Albertus Magnus. There's pools around. So, we could, there's some swimming that could happen. LEAP has a pool on Jefferson, right? There's pools. No shortage of pools. My kids learned to swim at the John Martinez pool, LEAP pool, and John Martinez pool. Because the John Martinez pool is only 3 feet all the way around. So you could learn to swim in that. And it's great for kids. It's great for adults. People can learn how to swim. Great. It's a great pool for learning how to swim. Particularly if people have fears of the water, because you can just stand your butts up. Like you could just stand up. So anyway, swim. and Parks and Recs will coordinate, has a swimming season, right? So they have swimming programs. So Parks and Rec and LEAP, and then Yale at the Payne Whitney, they have swimming. I think my youngest daughter took diving lessons at Payne Whitney. That's what she was doing, diving lessons. And then they're swimming Albertus. They just released some information about adult swim. if you want to learn how to swim. So they do it at Alberta's, and they got like that big giant collegiate pool. So there's swimming opportunities. So I want people to sort of get into it, you know. And I believe Sigma Gamma Rho champions swimming. That's been part of their social action platform to encourage people to swim. And I think they put some money behind that in places. Oh, and then they're swimming over at How at the Y, you know. So my kids went swimming there. My oldest daughter, Brianna, started swimming there. That's where we started her swimming. And we probably should have kept it up because she has a little bit of a fear of water, you know, uh, but that's where she started. She didn't have a fear when she was little. So we just assumed she would always not be afraid. But if you don't swim enough and often, you sort of lose the ability to do it, right? If you're not doing it consistent. And then we put them all in swim again. At Lee, we put them at Lee, we put them at John Martinez. Yeah, so they've gotten a good dose. Now three of them swim pretty well. Like I don't have any fear of them being in the water. They could get across the pool, get into the pool, they could swim. They all can swim. So and it's always good to sort of take a refresher. I might take a refresher. So I actually like swimming. I just don't like it in the winter. I don't like it in the winter because it's challenging to come out of the pool, shower, dry off, get dressed again, and go back out into cold weather. I prefer swimming in the summer. That way, I don't have to carry a whole lot of stuff and easier to do. So anyway. So if there's parents listening to me and you want your kids to learn how to swim, or you yourself needs to learn how to swim, and I encourage that greatly too. Look at all the opportunities because there's a bunch. Just pay attention, particularly Parks and Rec. They'll tell you when summer swim begins. And pay attention to LEAP. They've got swim. I think they do it year round, but now they've got a hardcore designated aquatics director. Her name is Ryan Rook, and she'll be on to talk about this. And she's tall, beautiful, tall sister. So I'm looking forward to. I met her at Schubert at one of the Schubert concert shows, and she was there, and she got to speak a little bit. So I was excited. Oh, the LEAP dinner. I was at the LEAP dinner at the Schubert. Ruby Melton and Bill Alserton hosted the LEAP dinner at the Schubert, and she was there representing LEAP. That was really good. So I love the way this little town can connect people, put all kinds of interesting people together. So if you can't swim, learn to swim, or at least lessen your fear of the water. That's all I'm gonna say. Lessen your fear. Oh my God, this is great. My God. So anyway, there's this young man at Alberta's who is a naturally gifted golfer and from Jamaica, and he's they were trying to raise some money. He didn't know what to do. He didn't have any more money to stay in school. And somebody connected him to, of course, Kay Holness, the Jamaican American Connection exec director. And they just wrapped their arms around them as they do, and helping him stay in school. And so it is featured in the on the essence.com site, the story, Shamar Wilson. And he was on my show. And we laughed and talked with Kay. And so the Jamaican American Connection stepped in to help. An organization started a fundraising campaign online so that Wilson could achieve his dream of graduating from college and excelling on the golf course. How amazing is that? Such a good story. And there was nothing else for him to do because he would have went back to he would have to go back to Jamaica with Nothing. So they had a goal of $50,000. To date, they've raised 17. So he's got enough money to stay a semester. They'll just keep it going. I love it. I think it's a wonderful opportunity. I'm gonna share this far and wide because it's such a big deal. It's such a big deal. That's what I mean. When people are like, oh, I don't see anything being done. I don't know what's being done. What do you mean? What do you mean? There's so many opportunities for people to make a difference and to disrupt systems, and so many opportunities to help people. I just love this. I just love it. And they do amazing stuff. And they stay helping. They stay helping. I'm so proud. Just so proud. I am just so proud. They help. They help, and they build, and they connect. They make New Haven better. They do. They do. I mean that. Anyway. So go to essence.com. It's up on essence.com. I just shared it on my Facebook page. But this is such a rich thing. And so that means it makes national news. And maybe there'll be some other folks out there who want to contribute to the opportunity to keep this young man in school. Let me tell you something. Oh, I wish I was just richer. Because I'm not going to claim I'm not rich. I wish I was richer. If I was richer, I could do so much more philanthropically, but that's all right. All right. I'm not going to dwell on what I can't do. I'm going to be stuck on what I can do. And listen, the Freed Women's Fund is still raising money. We're going to start giving away money when I turn 60. So I've had some time to raise money. I think we're a little over $10 or $12,000 we've raised so far. And then we're going to start identifying places to give the money. And it's an endowed fund at the Community Foundation of New Haven. I'm so excited and so proud. So, okay, here comes Harry with some good news. So Friday good. Harry, somebody ran up on me and was like, hey, does Harry know that that's not good news?
It all depends. Perspective is everything, right? So perception is reality for some of us.
All right, so whenever you bring a story, we're gonna try to find out who the good news is for. How about that? Can you find the good news in this story?
No. Here goes. Have you ever heard of the celebration in India?
Holi.
Yeah. Where the women tear their clothes off and beat the men in this festival.
Okay. I don't know about that part. I know about all the colors and the paint. The throwing the paint and whatever it is, the colors in the air. I know about that.
Yeah. On MSN, I'm looking at a story where part of the I'll show you. I won't put the sound, but so you can see it. Can you see it? Oh no.
No, not yet. Oh yeah. That's it with all the color.
Yeah, so the women, they're allowed to beat the men as part of the celebration, where they have videos of some men getting hit with sticks.
Well, I don't know about that part, Harry. I just know
their clothes.
I know about the colors that the colors.
So
It's supposed to be blossoming of love, and for many, it's a festival day to meet others, play, laugh, forget and forgive, and repair broken relationships.
Oh, there you go. That sounds a lot better than
The beatdown.
yeah. So you see, that was a good story.
Harry,
If you
I don't know.
repeat the
I don't know if you
explanation,
was making it a good story. I had to come in there and fix it.
well, if you repeat that explanation, I knew you were gonna do that.
It's a Hindu observance.
Yeah. So I guess I mean that
Fun?
doesn't look like fun to me.
No, Harry, you couldn't tolerate all that whatever they blowing on you, paint. That you're not gonna tolerate that.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Powdered paint. It's powdered paint.
So on Business Insider, Target employees are complaining that they're overworked. I think it's turning to Amazon. And they're dreading the arrival because they're going to start doing the drive up. You know how now all the stores, you could drive up and they have to come out and bring you your stuff.
Yeah.
The COVID, the new COVID standards that everybody adapted. So now, Target's going to start doing that, and they feel really overworked.
That's a lot, Harry. That means you have to be in the store dealing with people and then rushing people's orders out. And people are going to be like, I called in 2 minutes ago. Why isn't my stuff out here?
Well, I mean,
it's just going to be a pain.
If I order something, I like it right away, especially if you tell me you're going to bring it out to me. I don't want to wait. Like the Naugatuck Walmart, I used to do it all the time. I just used to drive up. They used to come up. But then they got to the point where they were making me wait 20, 30 minutes in my car. And I'm like, I can go in and shop. I need my stuff right away. So yeah, I get, I mean, I get it's a pain.
I think if they tell you, I think they should tell you up front, be prepared, or give you a window, you know what I mean? Like a cable company.
A window, but once you get there, it says notify them when you're there so they can bring your stuff out. And sometimes, I would come out, get out my car and go to the pickup desk and say, listen, I'm not going to wait. Just give it to me. We're going to wait in my car. And they will go, oh, we haven't put your order together. Well, now I could go and shop and do it myself. I'm in the store already. So, yeah, I get that it's a headache for them, and they should actually, I don't know, I was going to say get paid more, but but you know how it is. I think Target is one of the better paying retail stores, So I don't know. I feel for all of them. I still want my stuff fast. I feel for you, but not that much.
See, that's what I mean. People like you is going to make this system a pain in the butt.
I'm an instant gratification guy. Especially once I don't get my stuff, I don't even want it anymore. So,
oh my God, you that petty?
Yeah.
Oh my God, Harry. Although I think they should just give people a disclaimer, you have to give us at least 20 minutes or so when you arrive to get your order. So that means you just call your order, you so that you don't have to leave your house. When they give you the message, you just know it's going to take about 20 minutes. So you're not sitting in the parking lot for 20 minutes doing.
Well, they give you windows. Like if you order from, when I leave work, or even way before, I'll put an order into Walmart, and then it gives you the 2 to 3 o'clock window, 3 to 4 o'clock. They give you all those windows.
Okay.
So if I'm ordering at 12 noon and I pick by the time I get to that Walmart, it's around 5 in the evening. So I give that 5 or that 4:30 to 5 period. I ordered noon. I expect my order to be there when I get there at 5:30, right?
Yeah, but do you really want your stuff sitting in the carriage from noon until you get there? No, you
No,
want the freshest possible,
no.
particularly things that are refrigerated.
If it's milk and stuff like that, then I get it that they're waiting for that stuff. Most of my stuff isn't that. I'll get all my milk and eggs and stuff like that from BJ's and stuff like that, but I'll order different things from Walmart. But no, but it does take long, and it's just that they're understaffed.
Yeah.
They're understaffed, so it means other workers have to work twice as hard, and they'll get paid for the twice as hard part. It's like you're doing the job with two people. You don't feel like working harder. It's like, this is gonna take me forever. It takes me forever. I mean, I remember when I was punching the clock, you're like, I got hired for this. Now I'm doing this, and this. I'm not gonna work twice as hard. Anyway, so let me move on to the next one. The CIA is funding a mission to reincarnate the dodo bird.
I think we talked about this before.
Yeah.
What is it about the dodo bird that just keeps coming up?
Well, it's an ugly bird, but they want to bring it back. But this is just the introduction. They don't let stories out until they've already done it. Like it just seems like the CIA. They've already done this thing. They're on to the to the Velociraptor and everything like that, and they just want to get you ready that they're bringing back.
Well, Harry, people have already started. I mean, we've been with cloning for a very long time.
Yeah.
Right? People clone their pets and stuff like that because they can't bear the fact that they lost their pet, and so they go get the same exact pet.
I remember the DNA editor CRISPR that they had come up with. It was like it was agreed that it was kind of taboo or unethical to use it for what we consider godly things, right? Creating or re-editing somebody's DNA. But now China's been building super soldiers and all of that stuff with CRISPR. So all of this stuff is just an entryway. It's just people piquing your interest, letting you know that later on, when you see a T-Rex running down your street by mistake, it got free.
Hey, what'd you say? China's building super military people?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't put much faith in them doing that.
They're I mean, it's been rumored, and also Russia too. They're trying to build like soldiers that could fight in the snow at whatever temperature.
I don't. First of all, Russia don't have any money, so there's that part. They can't even pay the living soldiers that they have. I don't know what they're gonna do with plug-in soldiers.
Babz, I don't think you understand communism. They're not supposed to get paid. They're supposed to work.
I mean, I thought it was a shared economic thing, right? Like sharing the economic, that's
why you have oligarchs.
Of what is happening.
In those systems, that's why you have the rich and the real poor. You don't have a middle class.
Harry, we didn't hear nothing else about all those rich billionaire Russians that committed suicide. Quotes.
Well, I think a friend of
they took their money.
One of his friends recently died after meeting up with Moscow officials.
Yeah, we saw. Yeah, so, I wouldn't want to claim him as my friend, Harry. I don't care if we grew up together from like first grade. I'd be like, he would never be my friend. Because I would never be able to rest with him around.
And I don't get what's happening. Is he killing off his friends, or is there a contingent in Moscow that's killing off his friends to warn him, like back down from what he's doing?
I just think they're killing them and taking their money. That just seems logical to me. Like that's how that
a straight mugging.
Yeah, it's like a straight. It's just
like the cashier.
Yeah, that's it. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. Like,
yeah, it makes no sense because it's like a lot of his friends are dying, or so-called friends.
I just never see anything like. I just wouldn't call him my friend. I just wouldn't do it. I'd be like, he just wouldn't be my friend, Harry, because he don't got no loyalty. He just would just do you in.
I mean, or maybe it's just people who know secrets.
Maybe. I don't think it's that many billionaires that know secrets, though, Harry. I really think it's the money. It's like, well, if I kill them, I could wrestle some money away from this family. And plus, they got rich on the backs of him being the president, right? So yeah. So I guess he might feel like I made you, I'm gonna take you. No, you rich because I helped make you rich. You're not rich because you got talent.
Yeah. That's the thing. Part of that system is you either are with the leader or you're not with the leader.
Well, that's the thing. I don't think you can't be his friend. And there's nowhere you could go to be safe, Harry. We don't seen that.
I think his daughter was hiding from him, right? I think I had read a story that his daughter was hiding.
Listen, she would be wise.
I know.
It'd be wise.
Somewhere in Ukraine.
Listen.
I
know, right? She'd be safe hiding in Ukraine.
We have to go, but Connecticut lawmakers are considering a bear hunting thing.
Oh, I know. I saw that, Harry, this morning. Why? You know what? White people are very violent.
Although I don't want to confront that monster that lives in my neighborhood. And the people who I live around, or the new tenants that are, because the owners are moving away. I think they're all going to Florida or something. And they're starting to rent out to regular folk, people who don't care about the property, and there's garbage now thrown places. We're going to have bears in my complex pretty soon because it's right across the street. I saw it right across the street.
So would you be willing to shoot them?
No. I don't want to shoot the bear. But let's figure out how to, I don't know, how to not have it.
You sounded very political, Harry. Sounded pretty political, Harry. You might need to run for something.
But that was a monster that was in my neighborhood.
Yeah, this bear. There's got to be some other way than shooting bears, Harry. I just cannot believe that is the option. That can't be the option. Shooting bears? We can't just stun gun them and send them off to the wild somewhere in Antarctica or wherever the hell bears can congregate. The Great Northern Outback.
These bears are from our area.
Is there a country that could use some bears?
No. We have to keep them here. We have to build a sanctuary here for them.
There's no place on earth, Harry, that somebody might want some bears to run, like Australia somewhere. They got bears in Australia.
Koala. No, wait. Is it koala bears they have over there?
Yeah, but those are cute. They don't really. I'm talking like black bear, like the bear problem. Like there's got to be someplace else that we can relocate some of the bears to. Not all of them, enough to keep the bear population, but it's they get busy, so it's so many of them.
Why are you ugly shaming our bears here in Connecticut?
I'm not.
They're not a koala, so. Anyway, we gotta go.
I know, right? Okay. Have a good week. Enjoy, Paul. Y'all have a good time. I'll be back in a week. Hold down the fort, Harry. Don't be doing crazy stuff.
Have fun. If Paul bows out of one of your hours, I'm in.
Oh my God. Oh Lord, Black Jesus.
All right, Babz. Be safe.
All right, love you. See you soon.